From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth. Here, Tommy Max, of course, at my bar where we're telling stories, saddled up right here at the bar, brought to our good friends at Dasher and Hot Spring Spas of Jacksonville. It's the BTL segment with our friend Brian Sexton, and he's brought some great friends along with him. Let's welcome in the panel. What's up, Brian? How are you, my friend?
Good.
Good
Always
to
look
see
for
you.
a lively conversation.
BTL, baby.
Yeah.
You feeling teal?
I always feel teal.
You always feel teal.
I always feel teal.
You gotta feel teal.
If you live in Jacksonville, Florida, if you live in North Florida, from the tip of Fernandina down through Palm Coast,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
It's a beautiful area filled with friendly people. The weather is mostly our favor.
Yep.
It's a good place to be.
It's a great
If you're
place
not
to be.
joyful every day, you're missing something.
That's right. We got a joy coming our way. Andy Teubner is here, right?
Yes.
From Sire Spirits, 50 Cents liquor company, if you will, or brand. Welcome.
Yes. Good
How
to
long
be
you
here.
been in the spirits game, man? Long time?
I've been in 32 years.
32 years.
So ever since,
right out of college?
Right out of college. I went to Sexton University in DeLand, and
Yep.
Ever since, worked all over the world, all kinds of brands and wine, spirits, and beer. And
Yep.
it's good to be here. It's a great industry working.
What was your first job? What company were you with?
I was with Seagram Spirits and Wine
Okay,
Group, actually
yeah.
here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I was here when we did the first Crown Royal deal with the
Okay.
Jags.
Oh, I remember
all
that. Yeah.
And I was teamless because I was from Baltimore, and so I grew up in the Colts and moved out in the middle of the night.
That's right.
Same year the Orioles had won the World Series, I was teamless, and then we became good right away, and I've been a Jags fan ever since.
They
Nice.
used to show up on our Wednesday night show with big bottles of Crown.
Ooh.
Not as impressive as this.
That is nice.
Can
How'd
you
get
explain
hooked up?
this bottle?
Yeah, how'd you
What
get
it-
hooked up with 50 Cent?
Yeah,
His
so
brand.
I had been with and started a tequila with a group of people called Ghost Tequila. In fact, we were Jag sponsors, and we exited that, sold it to private equity, and I had met 50's group, and he was looking to hire industry professionals to run it, really take his business to the next level.
Cool.
So I joined about a year ago,
Yeah.
and we're hiring people all over the country. We're growing like crazy in an industry that is not growing.
Yeah.
So, we're winning, and, 50 absolutely reinvents himself. He's an incredible guy to work for and learn from, and he's
Yep.
in wine and spirits and film and television and music. And
Yeah.
So
He's a
it's
smart
great place
dude,
to be.
that's for sure,
He is
man.
extremely smart and,
Yeah.
and absolutely reinvents himself and stays relevant.
That's cool, man. Great to have you on the show. John Chick is here, former Jaguar defensive end, standout, and now director of prison ministry at the Diocese of St. Augustine. Welcome, John.
Yeah, appreciate
How are
it,
you, man?
Good. Good
Man,
to be
you're
here.
still in good shape, dude.
Oh,
you
yeah,
play like
man.
outside backer
He's
all
got
day.
11 kids.
I know,
He never
11.
gets to rest.
No.
That is great, man. So tell us your story after you were done playing with the Jags, and how did you get back to this area?
Yeah. Well, we kept our place here.
Okay.
Always. Kids were in school. So we always, once we got here, it's like, man, having as many kids as we did, bouncing all over the place, like we need some place for stability. And this, like you said, we fell in love with this community, the faith community, all that.
Yep.
And so we were back and forth. When I retired, I had figured out I started a business in personal training.
Okay,
And
cool.
Christ-centered, vision. It was Christ-centered. We were doing mission work. The workout itself is, active prayer,
Yep.
virtue training, that kind of stuff. And that's how I fell into prison ministry. Is 2 years in a row.
Yep.
That particular month of, hey, we're supposed to be in the prison this month. I didn't even know where to start.
Wow.
Didn't do it. And as the pandemic happened, we're kind of bouncing parishes, seeking the Eucharist.
Yeah.
And heard an announcement from the pulpit, hey, as soon as the prisons open back up, we're back into prison. And
Okay.
my wife's looking at me at the other end of the pew, like, I think that's for you. So
Cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
It's got to be a pretty fulfilling job.
it is.
I would imagine.
Yeah, it's.
Heavy. Seems pretty heavy,
It
though,
is.
too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
as you're in
You have
prison,
to.
people.
There's a saying, you walk along the beach long enough, you're gonna get wet, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
there's that part of reality. You gotta. But my goodness, the encounters that you have, relationships that you build are unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
What's
It's
amazing
great,
is
man.
how
It's doing
joyful
the Lord's work.
he sounds. Like to go back, you go 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
God
again, it
bless you.
is. You talking about the retreats you're doing.
Yeah.
These are charging events, but man, it kind of takes it out of you. So.
Yeah.
you're in there for a few hours at a time, and try not to go too many days in a row. Kind of a deal. Keep balanced that way. But my kids keep me fulfilled, and
that's great.
We got lots going on.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for you doing the Lord's work, man.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, what does it mean to be teal, if I can ask, as we wrap up? This is a be teal segment with Brian Sexton. When I say be teal, what comes to mind, John?
Man, I just think again what Brian spoke to of the area. I know we're kind of this transient corner of the world here. At the same time, man, there is so much good here, so much joy.
Yep.
One thing my wife and I directly fell in love when we got here is that Bible Belt feeling that, hey, people are good.
Yeah.
People love one another.
Yeah.
But the Jaguars, you cannot be a Jaguar fan while you're in this corner of the world. You can still have your team back wherever you came from.
Andy, you a Jag fan?
Yeah, I've been a Jags fan since day one.
Okay, good.
So,
What's
been good customers, good partners.
Yeah. What's be teal mean to you? What would you say?
Really, just one of the reasons I came back, and I was in Detroit for 10 years, and I loved the D. And a lot of people don't. I know you're going there.
I'm going there for the draft.
Yeah.
I may come back with a different opinion.
You may. Hopefully you do.
Actually, my friend lives in Detroit. He said they redid the whole part of downtown.
Downtown.
I'm excited. If I can get some of that
the
Detroit
gallery or something like that, the district or something it's called.
Yeah, and I always say this, but without the Jaguars, this city would be Birmingham, Alabama on water.
I've said the exact same thing. It'd be a great southern city, but it wouldn't be a big league city.
It would not. It really makes us. I think it's a privilege to have an NFL team.
Yep.
And I think that we absolutely everyone in town needs to understand that and really pay respect the fact that we've got the team. And it's been tough to be a Jags fan. Let's face it.
Yeah.
I think now we're entering a new realm and a new time, and it's very exciting. So I'm happy to be here. And that's really what being a teal means to me. Has been loyalty to North Florida, and I've spent more years away than I've been back. But
Right.
I'm never leaving.
Well said.
Again.
And drink Sire Spirits when we win or lose.
Well, real quick, could we get them away without telling us the tasting?
I know, yeah,
Tell
tell
us
us about
this particular bottle.
Well, I mean, this is Les Chemdois, which is this one in particular is a brut champagne retails for $159. So
Okay.
all of our champagnes are very, upscale on the level of the Dom Perignon. We also have a rosé retails for $359.
Okay.
Dollars. A variety of very high-end grapes. It is extremely well rewarded. In fact, believe it or not, in Houston, where 50 actually lives in Houston now, but is one of the largest wine competitions in the world, and it's the rodeo. We just won Best in Show.
Oh,
and I'm like,
nice.
that's got to be a fix, right? Because 50 lives. It's not. We audited it. We really did win Best in Show. So it is.
Paid off the judges.
Really, 50 when he got into spirits, wanted to create the greatest spirits out there. And I worked for brands like Patron. I was one of the early guys who was vice president of sales of Patron and Tequila. I was with Seagram. I can only work for brands I believe in.
Yeah.
And this is in the bottle, and we're going to continue to develop brands and launch brands and build a world-class company. So it's fun.
Man.
I mean, it's a great business to be in. It's all about celebration. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. He's got a good brand too.
He does. He really does. And he reinvents himself.
Individual.
So and he's incredible to learn from. I mean, he really is. He's even keel. He's the guy you see. I've never seen him raise his voice once, and I'm around him quite a bit.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. Brian, thanks, buddy. I know you live B Teal, so I don't have to ask you, do I?
You know what it is.
All right, that was a good one. Make sure you check out their profiles, this conversation, and many, many others at the dailynewsnetwork.com website. Until next time, y'all stay safe out there and be cool, man. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.